All right. Thanks, Rachel, for coming on and being a part of this series that I'm doing on the mental load and professional women. And I'm just wanting to hear from you guys about how you manage to do everything that you do. I know that you have a career. I know that you have a family that you're also managing. And I think your kids are kind of on the younger side too. So you've just got a lot going on. Tell everybody a little bit about what you do and who you help first.
Okay, glad to be here. Thank you for having me. I work a lot with lawyers and other high achieving professionals. And a lot of people, when they hear that, may wonder why or not think that high achieving professionals need a lot because they have accomplished a lot of goals in their lives. But what I've found is that a lot of times they're the last people to seek outside consultation or help, and they struggle for a long time and reach burnout at higher levels than a lot of other individuals. And so I try to help them on the front end develop skills that will help prevent burnout and help them also just kind of maximize their potential in their careers and lives.
And how do you do that?
A lot of different ways. So I work one-on-one with people doing coaching. I also work with law firms and other organizations on leadership training and practice group trainings so that everybody can kind of get on the same page to work towards mutual goals. And then I also offer group trainings that I like to do with people at different stages in their careers.
Yeah, so really getting involved in people's tough stuff as far as like they're in the muck of doing life, and it does get hard, especially for those of us who are type A personalities. I'm raising my hand.
Me too.
Yeah, so looking at your own life, how have you been able to manage your career and family and do all the things that you do?
Well, some days I don't know, Gina. But I would say for the most part, I really try to stay present as much as I'm able to, and try to get back into center of what really matters today and what can I get done today and what maybe needs to wait until a different day. And sometimes that can get a little blurry, but a lot of reprioritizing, even sometimes during the day of, okay, I'm getting off track here with this thing. Where do I need to recenter, and what do I really need to be focused on? And I like to turn my phone off, so much so that people get annoyed when they try to reach me because it goes straight to voicemail, or I don't respond to Voxer messages quickly because I don't have any notifications that beep on my phone.
Oh, wow.
I just find that is so freeing. Or I used to find myself get so distracted every time the ping would go off. And so I do that. I also try to kind of on the same lines as the phone at night, use an old phone for my alarm clock that doesn't have any internet. So that it literally forces me not to get on my phone and just start scrolling as I'm laying in bed and trying to get ready to go to sleep. So those are kind of some quick kind of phone things that I do, but there's of course many other ways that I do that.
Yeah. Do you have like a system or a process? Because, I know you're probably like back to back with things during the day. And then in the evening with the kids stuff, I mean, that's most of us, right? That have career and then kids stuff. It's like we go, 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 go. And then when we get home, it's like, okay, this is the second shift. So do you have some sort of process that you kind of put yourself through? Maybe it's just not on paper, but it's up in your head.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I always start the day with exercise. So I'm a
Okay.
big runner, and that's usually I'll wake up and I'll have a cup of coffee or two, and then motivate myself to get outside, which is, as you all know, is harder some days than others. But I know that on the back end, I'm going to feel so much better, and I really can't start my day until I've done that. So that is an absolute priority that has to happen in some form or fashion. This morning it was doing weights while I was watching the Today Show, and it was like 20 minutes, but it was something just to kind of get my mind off of, and then get everybody to school. And I've kind before already thought about, okay, what do I really need to get done tomorrow? And so I'll write down a list of things that absolutely need to happen. My list is always longer, as it is with most of us, than what's actually going to happen. But I need to have all of it listed out so I can really, once I've had my run, gotten everybody to school, figure out, okay, game's on. What am I getting done today?
Mm-hmm.
And that
Yeah.
system depends on whether it's clients or working on other things.
That is so good. Such good advice from distractions, getting rid of those distractions, to sleeping is obviously super important to you, to exercising, and then having a process for, okay, these are the things that need to get done for me. And if you're a list builder, then writing out that list is going to be super helpful. Do you outsource anything, whether home or work-wise?
I need to outsource more with work, and I'm working on that. As of right now, I'm not. With home, yes, I have people that come clean every 2 weeks. I carpool with another family in our neighborhood 1 day a week, which I've found one day makes such a huge difference. Of like, I know I can work a little bit later that day and not have to be rushing to do pickup. And I also, I mean, I'm really lucky. My husband does help a lot with things at the house. Like he actually likes to go grocery shopping, so I've outsourced that to him completely. And we both like to cook, so we kind of split that up.
Yeah, I think it's so important to hear from other women that we don't do everything. Like, I know it looks like it from the outside, maybe, that wow, she's got it all together. But really, we do small things every day that kind of help us to manage the load that we have. Everybody's got a different load, on their shoulders, but it's in the small things that we can either outsource or that we know is important and that we're making that a priority, like sleep or exercise or whatever that is for you, that we really make it a priority. And it's when it falls off, oh my gosh, I know for me, it's sleep. And when sleep falls off and I don't get it, my whole day is ruined for sure. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you sharing a little bit about what you do and who you do it for, and then your process. It's good to hear from other people of how they manage their day-to-day life and how they outsource, right? But tell people where they can get a hold of you if they want to learn more about what you do.
So I have a website. It's called rachelfryconsulting.com. Pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. I also have a LinkedIn account, Rachel Fry, and also Instagram, Rachel Fry Consulting. And those are kind of the main 3 ways to get hold of me. I'm usually very good about getting back with messages. So if someone sends me a message via my website or on Instagram or LinkedIn, usually pretty quick with following up there.
Awesome. And where are you located? I forgot to ask you that.
Birmingham, Alabama.
Right. So I am in Texas. You are not in Texas. I want to make sure people know that you are not located here, but you still do things through video, right?
I do. Yes. And I work with people all over the country in different capacities. So this is my home base, but extend out from there.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Rachel. It was so good to see your face and hear your voice on this. So we appreciate you.
Absolutely. Glad to help.